tall are you?
How much do you weigh?
How much money you got?
How many bodies you got?
Do you pay all the bills?
Do you have any student loan debt?
What's your credit score?
Do you cook and clean?
How big is it?
How high is it?
Check.
Tell me why all the most amazing, attractive, beautiful, loving women that I know are all single right now. And I just saw a statistic that said by 2030, 45% of women are going to be single. And they didn't say men too. They said women because they're trying to highlight the fact that we're like taking our...
Bunny Crew was so close. Shorty was so close. You know how delusional you gotta be to sit up here and realize that most women are gonna be old and single by 2030, or I forgot what number that was. 45% of women are gonna be single, and it didn't say guys, but it said women because we're taking our power back. That's the conclusion you reached? By the fact that 45% of American women are going to be single by 2030? That's the conclusion you reached. That you were taking your power back. You know how delusional you got to be to think that you're taking your power back by being old and single? You're crazy. And I'm not up here women hating or nothing. It's just like, be for real. Most women are going to be single because they're harlots and bed wenches. That's why. Most women are going to be single because they can't handle commitment. And it's not the men, because the men aren't the issue. Let me tell you how I know the men aren't the issue. Because it said the men aren't the issue. Here's the thing. Most women are going to be single, but not men. Okay, let me explain it to you. And I hate using these talking points because I sound like them for sure. But here's the thing, right? Most women go after a small minority of men. You watch any street interview. What are the woman's height requirements? 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", all the way up to 6'6" or 6'7". Okay, so you want 1% or less of the population, but you're 99% of the hoes. Do math. You're 99% of the hoes, but you want less than 1% of the population. All y'all want the same men, right? This is why women think some men are hoes, right? Because y'all are all messing with the same one. Girls think that having like 30 plus bodies is normal, right? Because y'all are all messing with the same men. So of course that man's gonna have 30 plus bodies. Y'all are all messing with the same dude. So he's hitting all of y'all. But most men will never touch 30 bodies in their life, let alone 10, let alone 5. You harlots are the only ones touching 30 bodies. Do your thing. I'm not hating on you. Do whatever you want. But you harlots are the only ones touching 30 bodies. 30? She said, we're taking our power back. No, you're being delusional. And then you refuse to take any type of accountability. You just, like, what is it like to live in a world where accountability is lost on you? Like, you really can't sit down, look inwards and think, dang, maybe I'm the problem. Like, me, right? I consider myself to be a loving dude, but even I can look within myself and see my issues of why relationships don't work. Well, my relationships don't work, right? I can sit down and realize when I've been selfish, when I've been mean, when I haven't been considerate to others' feelings. So I change. I can realize where I've messed up. So I change. Y'all mess up and somehow flip it on whoever you were messing with, and it was all their fault. So you think you're perfect and you never have to change. When I mess up in a relationship, I sit down, I reflect, I realize what I did wrong, and I do better next time. Y'all mess up, don't even acknowledge that you messed up, blame it on them, and then don't change, and then just run around bitter.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope to subscribe. So this stat has been circling, or should I say making the rounds in this space for a while, and as you can see, it's starting to reach more and more women, and you're starting to see more and more women be concerned about this stat. I think the reason why you're starting to see more women concerned about this is because it's starting to reveal itself in everyday life. On social media, you're starting to see more women complaining about being single and not being able to find good men, which we all know that's code for I can't find the man that I want that wants me back, because there's plenty of men out here that are good for women as far as what they need. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm gonna show you a plethora of reasons why this stat is more than likely going to come to fruition. As a matter of fact, I've said repeatedly on this channel, I actually think it's going to be a lot higher than 45% by 2030. And you're going to see in these next few clips why. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
I'm not on the red pill shit. So here's what I'm saying. A lot of my stuff gets lost in translation. I don't really care about a woman's body count unless it's just ridiculously high. I never really ask a woman. I don't really care. I look at your behavior and your actions, okay? Because that's going to tell me everything I need to know. Me asking you a number, let's be honest, you're going to lie about it anyways. So I don't really care. What I've seen, though, and to clarify this for you, because I don't want no one to think that, I've worked with plenty of women that have smashed a bunch of male coworkers. And it sucks when they're cool, is what I'm saying. It sucks when you meet a chick that's cool, but it's not like, oh, she has had boyfriends. She has had a one-night stand or 2 or 3. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm confident in my abilities there to where it's like, I'm good. I never get complaints. None of that shit. I'm solid. So I don't really ever feel, worried or insecure or anything like that at all. And even men that, don't like a super high body count, I'm not saying that they're insecure neither. I'm saying it sucks to meet a really cool chick that has been fucking passed around. That's what I'm saying. And for women to kind of like get offended by what I'm saying, it's like, it's so hard to please y'all on here. As long as I come on here and I just make content for women and say nothing bad, y'all will love me. But let's be honest, women have some preferences about men that men don't like, and it's vice versa. I've met a lot of women that are so fucking cool, and it's just like, I like you a lot, but I know this guy that smashed you and that guy. Like women, meet them at the gym or something like that. They slept with these 2 dudes here. Like, how do I look holding her hand throughout the gym? Like, be honest. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be none of that. But for women to also act like they don't SLUT shame each other, they do that all the time also. So again, it's not about a woman having some sort of past. There's a difference between a woman who has actively dated or dated, certain men and hooked up with certain men. And there's a difference between a woman that has been like, damn, she has like been around and I know the people. Like there has been a lot of jobs to where there's just been women, jobs in the past, all that have like slept with like 2 or 3 dudes. I'm saying when you think she's a great person, it's like, fuck, I can't be with you. Are y'all really going to say it don't matter if she slept with, the fucking cook and the bouncer, you still should be with her and look past that? I'm not going to, I'm sorry. And if people are offended by that, I don't know what to say. But I'm not on red pill shit. A lot of my videos, you have to pay attention to my wording because, well, they're words and I'm saying them.
You know what? Hearing this clip made me think. You know how women always say that back in the day, I wish men would just get back to taking pride in providing and things of that nature. And I remember when men used to just provide and shut up. Can we go back to the days when 304s were actually 304s? And once they knew they involved themselves in that kind of activity, that more than likely they were going to be disqualified for anything long-term, seriously. Like, can we get back to that since women are trying to shame men into paying all the bills now? Because I think that's one of the biggest problems in dating nowadays is that, I mean, like, you can go all the way down to the women that have been in the adult film industry. Even they're starting podcasts and they're over here having conversations about relationships and shit, and they're over here complaining about men not wanting to kiss them because of what they do for a living. It's like, damn, it's like common sense has been thrown completely out the window now when it comes to what men value in women. I'm like, all for the love for sexual empowerment. Let's keep it moving.
I'm gonna tell you what a lot of
Like
guys
what?
will never ever tell you, because I'm pretty sure it's things that y'all talk about in the nail salon that y'all will never tell us.
Give me some tea.
The way guys are until we get hurt is we are giving the world to that woman. That's why we learn to hold back, because if we like you enough, there's no limit.
Yeah, we'll do anything.
There's no limit.
That's how I feel too.
Pocket inside out.
Yeah, for you.
There's no
Like,
limit.
here, you can
That's
have whatever.
the we got to meet you and try to treat you like a normal human being. And
Yes.
the badder you are, the harder it is.
What that man just described is a lot of men's RP arc, or should I say red pill arc. What he's describing is what a lot of men have gone through, and it's the reason why more and more men are coming into these male spaces on YouTube, because they're coming for answers. I think this is something that women don't realize. I would argue, majority to most men are brought up and raised knowing how to treat women, and are told that women want specific things, all of these good things. The problem is y'all don't respond well to the things that men are generally taught growing up that women want. And this is why the good guy, bad boy topic is always a discussion to be had, because women react to the bad boys differently than the good guys. And that's why to women, good guys are so hard to find, because reality is that y'all don't respond to the good guys the same way y'all do the bad guys. Good guys are picking up on this, so now you got good guys camouflaging themselves as bad guys in order to gain access, or they just completely go, I don't want to say berserk, but they just completely go on the other side, because once they understand female nature, they're just kind of like, I'm good. And that's why MGTOW is a thing. So you got all these different kind of movements and whatnot, along with passport bros and everything else going on, because men are searching for answers, man. You got to remember, man, one of the main things you got to understand about male nature is that men are problem solvers, man. When there is a problem, men are trying to figure out how to fix it. Let's keep it moving.
Men typically have to have looks, money, and status in order to attract lots of beautiful women. How is the man not considered the prize?
Wow, that was mind blowing. You just mind blowed me.
I feel like because for them to have that, they have to pull the woman. So you can't pull the woman without all those things. So you're pulling the prize by having those things.
When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
Bitch.
Yeah, the woman.
Okay, so if the woman is the prize, why even bother going out with a man in the first place?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
The woman.
So who's the prize in a lesbian relationship? Both of them?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Both be the prize.
So then why aren't they both the prize in a heterosexual relationship?
Because I was about to say men are down here and women are up here.
Okay, so are women equal to men, or are women superior to men?
For sure, superior.
Okay, so then why do women go around saying they want equality when they actually want superiority?
It's just for the look. So people just want to be like, oh, I'm gonna go look for this, but they're actually looking
Okay,
for money.
why is it? Do you know what the definition of chauvinism is? Chauvinism means one sex thinking they're superior to another. Why is it when men think they're superior, we call it chauvinism, but when women think they're superior, we call it feminism?
That's a great question. Got me stumped there. Yeah.
Is it possible for a bisexual woman to be submissive with a man but dominant with a woman?
Yes.
Isn't that called a switch?
I think so, yeah.
If men have it easier in society, would you be willing to switch gender roles with a man?
No.
Why not?
No. Pussy is power.
Why are women more likely to switch gender roles with another woman than she would switch gender roles with a man?
Again, pussy is power.
Okay.
I don't know.
So if pussy is power, why are women always talking about how hard it is to be a woman in our society?
Cause dudes ain't shit. I don't know.
Why aren't guys allowed to say that women ain't shit?
Because that's disrespectful. What if your mama wasn't shit?
Well, once again, then why is it not equally disrespectful to say that dudes ain't shit? If women talk about equality.
You know what? That's a good question.
Well, we all know who those women voted for.
If you ask a woman what she gonna bring to the table, she gonna say, I am the table and the chairs. If you ask a woman on a scale of 1 to 10, how pretty are you? She's gonna say a 10. So many women believe that they are God's gift to mankind. And when you have a conversation with them, you are trying to figure out how they came up with that so many people are laying at their feet and are fighting over them and want to be with them. Like, where did you get that mindset from? What about the fact that you don't cook, you don't clean, you're not kind, you don't want to get on a man's page, you don't need no man, nobody can't tell you what to do, nobody can't out-talk you, you gotta have the last word. Like, what about that says you're ready for a man? The kitty is not enough. Being a woman is not enough. And then you have the nerve to be like, oh, well, you know, if you don't got your car, if you're not driving that, if you don't got this amount of money in the bank, you have all of these requirements. And when the mirror is turned on you, you get stage fright. You shook. You're like, oh, well, I'm a woman. Don't ask.
Trying to say men ain't shit, baby, you are a part of the problem. You are the problem.
So what you think creates value in a woman?
Not being so accessible. Too many women are accessible. When you showing your body, you're accessible. When you at all the events, you're accessible.
Yeah.
When you gotta make it to be everywhere and you want to be in the in crowd 24/7, you are too accessible. Less is more.
But it's like you can speak to a woman these days and they kind of get mad at you for speaking. Like, hey, how you doing? Good morning. How you doing? I'm not trying to talk. Fuck you. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm just being polite. Women don't even like you to be polite to them.
They don't. I think
Some women don't like, because it is some polite women, but I'm saying like these women who think they, the ones who ain't nothing, who think they something, they don't want you to be polite to them because they just,
it's not that they don't want you to be polite. I think the internet has given people this idea that everybody wants them based off likes. So when you getting a whole lot of likes, in their mind, they like me. Everybody like me. So they think the ball is in their court where they don't have to really be a real person in real life. Because real life requires you to be kind.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.